I agree with the statement which given by the man. Deadline will kill our creativity because in deadline it more focus on our finishing task rather than our creativity ideas.
Yes, Acharan, you said that deadline is will kill the creativity, but sometimes deadlines are very much required because of the work. If there is no deadline, the laziness will the person may be increased. So that in my opinion, deadlines are somewhat necessary in the real world. What about your thoughts, Niharika?
I agree with Sai Charan. Deadlines will focus on finishing the task within time uh, rather than creative ideas. If we get creative ideas in time, but them implementing them will be difficult. So I agree with Sai Charan.
Yes. Uh, I, like Pradeep said, sometimes deadlines will be mandatory, but if there is more deadlines, emotionally people get exhausted, so there will be no motivation to be creative. I thought deadlines will be no deadline. There will be no deadline.
Yeah, I agree with Sushma that deadline will create will kills creative because some of them are having great ideas. To implement those ideas, we need to take some time. So giving a deadline means it must be a short time period, right? So it will kills the creativity and people will think of that uh, to do the task they will do in a simple way rather than being creative. What do you say, Prakash?
I agree with Chakri because creativity is necessary for everyone because creativity tells the new ideas and great ideas to people.
I agree with Pradeep. If no deadline, if there are no deadlines, they'll keep postponing the task and it will be not done. So if we get used to be creative, then it will be useful for us if we have deadlines also. And if we have deadline, uh, we may divide the task into subtask and we can complete it as soon as possible.
Yes, I agree with Sachin because the deadline, so we can't frame any ideas and we can't tell ideas properly.
Yeah, what Bhagishri said is deadlines are required to complete the task within the time, and it will gives an innovative thoughts. Is said by Niharika, but here the problem is that the statement is that deadline is creating the creativity, but not about the efficiency and the innovation of the uh, or of the problem or something. So I have changed my mind that and saying that deadlines create kills the creativity. What about you, check?
Yes, yeah. As I already stated that it definitely kills the creativity. It is based on the time. If the deadline is more far means, if the deadline is more if we have more time, then we can be in creative way. If not, it definitely kills the creativity. What about you, Vasu?
Yes, I agree with Charan because deadline kills creativity is more impact to create our own build ideas. We will be using to build some such a type of huge work, and it as long as it will be created and emotionally it will be exhausting.
Dharani
So
and Jyoti,
deadline
are you
can
there?
kills creativity.
Hello, Dharani and Jyoti. What about your thoughts? Them they are online. Dharani and Jyoti. Hello. Yeah. I-
Yes, according to me, deadlines kill creativity because due to the deadline, pressure on an individual increases rapidly that we have to complete the work within the deadline. work within a particular period of time and all. Due to that, we don't require deadlines in my view. So I agree with Chakri.
As Jyoti stated, yeah, it is correct. Someone do anything under pressure, but someone did not do uh, under pressure. So there will be, they want more time to do. So there will be no deadline.
Yeah. If there are no deadlines, people will keep postponing the work. But some people will bring innovative ideas. If there are no pressure, so there will be no deadlines.
Yeah, sometimes people are more creative under pressure and more innovative under pressure. So, in my opinion, that some deadlines are somewhat extent useful to the people in doing their jobs creatively. What about your thoughts, Prakash?
Creativity makes a lot of ideas from our people who thinking creativity and do better projects on their creativity.
I agree with Pradeep's statement. In under pressure, tough deadlines are more kills the creativity rather than others. So I agree with the Pradeep statement.
In some situations, I agree with Pradeep. Because there is no deadline. People may postpone the task, and negligence is increases. Uh, that's it.
Yeah, if we'll take an example like what if with Bahubali movie has a post deadline. So Rajmouli can't be creative if we don't have more time, right? So in this perspective, we can say that uh, deadline kills creativity. In some situations like submitting our work in Google Classrooms, if we don't have a deadline, people will be lazy and don't submit their works. Yeah. What about you, Dharmi?
Dharni, are you there?
Ma'am, I
So,
can't hear.
yes, Dharani, you can talk. Not a problem. For 2 minutes.
Deadline will deadline will destroy the creativity because deadline will focus us to focus on finishing the task at rather than coming up with creative ideas.
Okay. So, I can hereby conclude that everyone's statements.
Deadline will focus us to focus and finishing the task at hand rather than coming with the creative ideas.
As Chakri stated, some people will get lazy because of the deadline. But if they because of deadline, there will some people will not do their work, their own creative ideas. Rather, they will do as routine, and somebody do they do their work. So deadline should be important.
Okay, with this we can conclude that deadline is in some situations deadline will be more useful. In some situation, it is not useful.
According to my opinion, short deadlines can't skill any destroys, but tough tough deadlines can create kills the creativity.
So I can hereby conclude that there should be deadline for every work, but the deadline should not be create pressure so that it will kill the creativity. So the deadline should have much time to in order to complete the task with the creativity. Thank you.